My parent warned me not to look outside my window the whole story. I'll never forget the night I saw it. I was lying in bed, wide awake, my heart racing with every creak and groan of the old house. It was late, the clock on my nightstand flashing to 47 in bright red numbers. I had been trying to fall asleep for hours, but my mind was racing with thoughts of school, friends, and everything in between. As I lay there, I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching me. I tried to convince myself it was just my imagination, but the sensation persisted. Finally, I threw off the covers and got out of bed, padding silently to the window. I pulled back the curtain, and that's when I saw it. A figure, tall and imposing, standing just beyond the reach of the streetlight's glow. Its face was deathly pale, with sunken eyes that seemed to bore into my soul. Its presence was so unsettling that I felt a chill run down my spine, despite the warmth of the summer night. At first, I thought it was just a neighbor or a passerby, but as I stared, frozen in terror, I realized that it wasn't moving. It didn't blink, didn't shift its weight, didn't even seem to breathe. It was as if it had been carved from the very darkness itself, brought to life by some malevolent force. My heart was racing, my breath coming in short gasps. I tried to scream, but my voice was caught in my throat. I was paralyzed with fear, unable to look away from the figure's blinking gaze. As the seconds ticked by, the figure didn't move, didn't speak. It simply stood there, watching me with an unblinking gaze that seemed to see right through me. I felt like I was trapped in some kind of nightmare with no escape from the terror that gripped me. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, I managed to tear my gaze away from the window. I stumbled back to bed, my heart still racing, my mind reeling with fear. I didn't sleep that night, or for many nights after. The memory of that figure haunted me, haunting my dreams and waking hours alike. Even now, as an adult, I can still feel the fear that gripped me that night. I'll never forget the feeling of being watched, of being seen by something that didn't belong in this world. I've tried to convince myself it was just my imagination, but deep down, I know the truth. I saw something that night, something that scarred me for life. To this day, I won't look out my window at night, fearing what I might see staring back at me. The memory of that figure is etched in my mind, a constant reminder that there are things in this world that are beyond our understanding, things that can strike fear into our hearts and souls. For more stories, please like and subscribe.